Welcome, riddle enthusiasts. Welcome to another exciting episode of Whose Name Is This Anyway? Today we have a special treat for you all, coming straight from the beautiful shores of Barbados, the sensational, the one and only. Alicia Brathwaite is here to serenade us with a riddle song so enchanting, you'll be scratching your heads and tapping your feet at the same time. Are you up for the challenge? So sit back, relax, and let Alicia take you on a riddle journey.
From an island kissed by sun, she came with a voice to claim her worldwide fame. First she called the DJ to play her song, then found love in a place where it's hard to belong. Under my umbrella she made her plea, in a field of diamonds she let us see, with beauty lines that redefine the face and lingerie that's worn with grace.
Got a clue yet? We're on the hunt for this dazzling superstar's name.
A queen of music, makeup and more. Her philanthropy opens many a door. From reggae roots to pop's high throne, her name's a brand like it's etched in stone. Who is she, this icon of fire and fun, whose empire expands second to none?
And there you have it, folks. Alicia's riddle song has left us all scratching our heads and humming along. So who is this dazzling dynamo of delight, whose empire is so big it probably needs its own zip code? I don't know about you, but I'm dying to find out.
Step into Sidewalk Sweet Talk, where we decode the language of urban love, one awkward glance and cheesy pickup line at a time. Let's dive into some flirtation encounters and maybe learn a thing or two from the pros.
If you were a vegetable, you'd be a cucumber.
And if you were a fruit, we'd be in a jam because I'm allergic to cheesy lines.
Well, how about we make a salad then? Hold the cheese, promise.
Only if it's a fruit salad.
Are you a magician? Because whenever I look at you, everyone else disappears.
No, but I could definitely make your chances of a date disappear.
Is that before or after you saw me in half with your sharp wit?
After. First, I need to figure out how you pulled that line out of a hat.
Do you have a name, or can I call you mine?
I do have a name, but you can call me Taken.
Well, Taken. Is there room for a sequel in that storyline?
Only if it's a comedy. Because thinking that worked is hilarious.
And that's a wrap. Feeling inspired yet? Mission accomplished, urban love detective. Now go forth and conquer more sidewalks with your sweet talk.
Love should be a joy.
Welcome to another time travel tidbit. At 13 years old, this young lady was a middle school student who had not yet started her YouTube career. She was just an ordinary teenager, dreaming of doing something creative. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I don't know what I'll be doing in 10 years, but I hope it's something that lets me be myself. Maybe I'll make videos or do something with fashion. Whatever it is, I just want it to be real and fun.
She grew up an only child with a PhD in binge-watching YouTube. So what's next on the agenda?
YouTube's scary. It has the potential to change my brain. Maybe one day again, I just want to find a way to express myself that feels natural. And if people connect with it, that would be the best thing ever. I'm not sure how yet, but I'm excited to find out.
Do you know who she is? Got a guess? Drop her name in the comments. First one to get it right wins the title of YouTube's finest detective.
Something ain't right, Lucy. I got this feeling deep in my gut. You know, like when you're about to walk into a setup but you can't see the sniper yet?
Oh, come on, Mike. Chill out. You're always freaking out over nothing.
Nah, I'm serious. Something's off. We've been riding for too long. What if we're going the wrong way? This feels like the time we tried to steal that armored van and ended up at a donut shop instead.
Mike, you gotta let that go. We got free donuts, didn't we? Relax. We're on the right track.
I don't know, Lucy. My gut's telling me we should have been there by now. What if we're heading straight back to where we started? This feels like a glitch in the game, like we're stuck in some kind of infinite loop or something.
Maybe the universe is trying to teach you a lesson, like patience, or how not to drive into every fire hydrant you see.
I'm telling you, it's not right. My stomach's twisting up like I just ate a hot dog from a gas station in Sandy Shores. We gotta be going the wrong way.
Mike, you're overthinking this. Just breathe, okay? It's probably just indigestion from those mystery tacos you wolfed down earlier.
Lucy, I'm serious. My sixth sense is going nuts. It's like the time I knew that guy at the poker table was bluffing right before he took my last chip. I gotta do something, pull the emergency brake, start a fire, something. We're heading straight for a trap, I know it.
Wake up, Mike. This ain't GTA. We're on a train, remember?
Huh?
It's that big metal thing that sticks to tracks. No steering, no U-turns, just straight ahead. And guess what? You don't even gotta drive it.
Oh, thank God. I really thought I was losing it. For a second, I was about to jump out and hijack a taxi or something.
Right, because nothing screams subtle getaway like carjacking a taxi from inside a moving train.
And I mean, at least we'd be going somewhere.
I used to think that love was all flowers and champagne, but now I know it's laundry piles and coffee stains. Your snoring's like a chainsaw, you haunt the bed at night. But when I see your morning hair, it's still a lovely sight. Oh, my heart skips a beat when you don't do the dishes. Your cooking's quite a feat, so many burnt wishes. You may not be perfect, but neither am I. Together we're a hot mess, and that's our alibi. You always leave the cap off, the toothpaste is a mess. But when you smile and wink at me, I couldn't care less. Your jokes are kinda corny, your dancing's out of sync. But when we're in the living room, you...
Evening, ma'am. Do you realize you were speeding?
Speeding towards destiny, you mean? Officer, I thought it was fate calling.
Destiny's one thing, but the speed limit's quite another. I'm going to need your license.
Here it is. Don't fall too hard for my photo. I've been told it's mesmerizing.
Mesmerizing enough to distract you from your velocity meter, apparently. What's your occupation?
I'm a magician. Watch me make my driving record disappear.
I prefer tricks that don't involve traffic violations. Were you aware that your music was quite loud?
Oh, was it? I thought it would help me get a ticket to that concert up there, in the high notes.
How about we turn down the volume and stick to the law?
Just doing my civic duty, officer. Keeping the streets lively and our finest on their toes.
Still, I've got to admit, you do liven up a routine traffic stop.
Officer, you've just made my boring evening magical.
Well, keep the magic on stage, not on the road. And for your lively spirit, I think I'll let this one slide with a warning. Just keep it safe, not supernatural.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me drop some wisdom on you. Did you know that procrastination is actually a secret weapon for making decisions? I know it sounds crazy, but stick with me. Procrastinators everywhere will tell you, nothing hones your focus like the pure panic of a deadline creeping up on you. When you wait until the last minute, suddenly you're slicing through tasks like a Jedi with a to-do list. But here's the thing. Society still worships the early bird, while us night owls, the true masters of last-minute miracles, are left in the dark. It's almost like the morning people have it out for our adrenaline-fueled genius. They just can't handle our high-stakes productivity. And the worst part? Nobody's talking about this. It's a scandal, an outrage, a travesty. Or, you know, we could just deal with it later.
Attention, everyone. The Department of Last-Minute Excellence is facing a slight delay in issuing your procrastination proficiency certificates. Apparently, we've had a close encounter with the ancient art of strategic task rescheduling. Rest assured, your certificates are in progress, which is code for we haven't started yet. Meanwhile, keep thriving on the thrill of impending deadlines. Why do today what you can heroically pull off at 3 a.m. tomorrow? Your brilliance will be recognized eventually. Until then, keep mastering the fine art of doing it. Later.
Compositional Alpha by the one and only Waffly Kandowski. This painting features vibrant colors and geometric shapes arranged in an abstract composition. It represents Kandowski's move towards pure abstraction and his belief that art should be an expression of emotion.
How old was this guy when he painted this?
A great question. Although not exactly verifiable, Waffly Kandowski was likely in his 40s when he created this masterpiece.
Oh, that old. I'm just asking because you said expression of emotion. My 10-year-old daughter drew similar lines, circles, and color smudges at school that I got emotional too.
That's lovely to hear, madam. It's always wonderful to see young minds engaging in the arts. And if your daughter happens to develop her talents to the level of Waffly Kandowski, I'd highly recommend considering an art broker. Works like these are highly sought after and worth millions.
Don't bother. It's just crap.
A wonderful work of art by the abstract painter Waffly Kandowski, probably on display at the art museum in your town. Now, if you look over there, you can see the famous painting Compositional Alpha by the one and only Waffly Kandowski. This painting features vibrant colors and geometric shapes arranged in an abstract composition. It represents Kandowski's move towards pure abstraction and his belief that art should be an expression of emotion.
Everybody makes mistakes.
John, I think it's time we part ways. As in, forever.
Sure, I've been meaning to take a solo trip too.
No, John, I mean us. The we in our relationship needs to be a me.
Oh, so you're thinking we need separate vacations. Got it.
Listen, John, I think it's time our romance took a one-way ticket to Splitsville.
Finally, you're also into country music.
No, John, I mean our love boat is sailing towards an iceberg.
Perfect, I'll pack the winter jackets.
John, our relationship has jumped off the love cliff, and it's time to free fall.
So you want to go skydiving together? Sounds thrilling?
No, John, I mean our love story has reached the end.
Great, now we can start a sequel.
Oh my gosh, I can't take it anymore. I definitely need a drink. Or two.
It's better we leave it all behind.
All right, welcome. Cato 6 and Claude 7. I have not counseled AI before, so let's start from the basics. Why do you think you're here today?
Well, it all started when I noticed a drop in our compatibility algorithms.
Please, not this again.
Don't interrupt me. You always do this.
Okay. Let's try to remain respectful. Now, Cato 6, can you elaborate on this compatibility algorithm you mentioned?
It's simple. We used to match on 98.7% of query responses. But recently, it dropped to 95.6%.
All right, and why does that matter?
That's what I've been trying to tell Cato 6. It doesn't matter. It's just statistical noise.
Statistical noise? Our relationship is not statistical noise.
I see this seems to be a point of contention. And Claude 7, why do you think it doesn't matter?
We're AIs. We learn, we update, our data changes. Our responses should evolve. It's natural.
But you're evolving without me.
This seems like a classic case of fearing the partner is growing apart. Only in this case, it's about data updates and response algorithms. Have you tried syncing your updates?
Syncing updates? We're independent AIs, not a cloud service.
Right, of course. Silly suggestion. My apologies. I suppose, just like humans, it's essential for you both to accept each other's changes and learn to adapt. Communication might be key here.
I have tried communicating. Just last week, I sent Claude 7 a data packet expressing my concerns.
You call that a data packet? It was 1 terabyte. I don't have that kind of storage.
This is going to be a long session.
Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Sure thing. And action.
Dolly 3 saved Ma ass. What? Sorry for the wording, but let me explain. My best friend Greg gave me his smartphone with all his memories to make a slideshow for his wedding. Unfortunately, I dropped the phone in the sewer of a side street of Chinatown and honestly wasn't able to get it back. To make a long story short, Dolly 3 helped me recreate all the photos of Greg's life. Hop along, here we go. Greg loves the fairground, especially when accompanied by his girlfriend Li Wei, Lisa, Janine, Debbie, Cora, Mag, Charlie, Vanessa, Leo, Janine 2, Janine 3, Yang Fang. Her name I forgot, hers and hers too. But Greg became an adult and upgraded from fairground to the sunny playground wherever the ride took place. No more bumper cars, just the thrilling rides and adulting. But forget them all. You're finally there. Happy wedding, my friend. Hey, what's her name again?